Thanks, John. I failed to mention Billy Krupa. Stand up, Billy. Billy's running for councilman at large.
I appreciate everybody coming down here for Jim Graham. Jim been helping me for years. He's gonna need all the help he could get, especially with city council. And I appreciate everybody coming down. Thank you.
Thank you, Billy. You know, about 7 years ago, and Linda, remember John, Daryl, his wife, Jackie, we have quite a few people from General Motors here. Detroit came to us and said, look, we're going to shut your plant down. It was like a come to Jesus meeting. We didn't sit back. We got out, we got our people together. It was painful. But you can see the results of what we did today at Wardstown. We have the crews, we have the Cobalt, Bobby was out there. I mean, we have quite a few people from General Motors here. Back in 2006, they had a come to Jesus meeting in the city. This administration took over in 2004. And as I told you, Hank Angelo left them $4.3 million in the general fund. The first year, we were in the red. In 1 year, they put the city in the red. 2005, we were in the red. 2006, Delphi shut down and a lot of people got buyouts. And we actually made $600,000, which fell in our lap. 2007, 1.8, 2008, 1.8, in the red. The hemorrhaging has to stop. We had the incubator that fell into our lap 2 years ago. We got $3 million from the federal government and some state funding. 2 months ago, they finally bought a building to put the incubator in, after 2 years. Well, I don't know if you read the paper the other day. The $3 million that they gave us, they're going to take it back. They're going to take it back because of cuts. They're going to take back $1.3 million for the community college. We don't react fast enough. And I am probably the most aggressive human being you're ever going to meet. But you have to be careful when you're aggressive. And you have to surround yourself with good, quality people. Quite frankly, people that are a lot smarter than me. Linda Burke, John Burke, Tommy back there, a lot smarter than me, a lot smarter than me. But see, you have to have the knack to do that. They do all the work and they make me look good, which is great. And that's what we need to do for the city. We have a lot of smart people out there. We have to utilize them. Now, again, we have a lot of good support all over the city. Today I went to a spelling bee for my grandson Jimmy, and there's Jimmy and Johnny. They're always with me. And two people I've never seen before walked up to me and said, you don't know us, but we're supporting you. And that sort of makes you feel good. Evidently the message is getting across. The message is getting across, but we have to continue. The Northwest side, we have a lot of representation from the Northwest side. It is kind of critical. We need every vote we can get. And John said 4,000 votes. No. We have to send a message. We have to send a message, not just to the city of Warren and this administration. We have to send a message to Columbus and Washington that we are alive and well in Warren, Ohio, and you better give us what we need. You better give us what we need. We've got a great representative in Jimmy Ryan. Unfortunately, he was on the Appropriations Committee for 3 years, and we never used him. Well, now he's off the Appropriations Committee. That's another resource we just blew. We have to be aggressive. We have to think outside the box. So again, I don't want to hold you too long. I know it's a weeknight. Please, we need as many votes. Get names for us, get locations. The office will be open hopefully Monday, and it's going to be open 4 or 5 days a week, sometimes Saturdays and Sundays. Hopefully Rosie and Mary can be there. We have phone numbers. The phone numbers, again, 373-0700 and 373-0701. And we're probably going to end up with 2 more numbers in March. And we are planning a fundraiser. I don't want to overburden anybody. A fundraiser in March, a big one. I want to have it between $10 and $15, a spaghetti dinner. You know, the big fundraisers are for people that have a lot of money, and nobody in here does. I don't think, other than Fred. But I want to get as many people as possible. If we can crowd 1,000 people into that fundraiser, that's going to send a message. So again, it's up to you guys. Right now, I'm in your hands. I've been doing a lot of work, and there is a lot of work in the campaign. And guys like Danny and Billy and Bobby will tell you that, John. But we can do this. We can bring our city back. And if you have an opportunity, stop over there at the office and look at some of the pictures that they brought to me the other day. It was the way Warren used to be. There were actually people on the streets. A lot of people on the streets. I encourage you, go over there and look at those pictures. Now, we're not going to get back to that. If I had a magic wand, yeah, we'd get back to that tomorrow. I don't have one. But we can get some of that back. That's what's important. At least we'll try to get some of that back. I want to thank you again for coming. You guys, again, I don't know what to say. Yeah, Nick. Thank you for coming. Nick's going to finish it up for me. Thank you.
Guys, real quick, at the announcement for my dad, we had little signs that said Jim Graham on. How many of you actually took those home with you? Do me a favor, if you did take those home, what we want to do, if you have those signs, put them in your windows. Put them in the front window. I drove by 2 of my relatives' houses and I saw those signs in the windows. You can see those from half a mile down the street. It looks fantastic. So let's start from now. Instead of waiting for our yard signs that we're going to have probably about 60 days prior to the election, let's get those signs, put them in your front window. Let's show Warren who we're going to support. Okay? So we're going to get about 500 more of those signs in. We're going to order them probably today or tomorrow. We're going to have those at the headquarters. So please, if you have those signs, put them in your front window, put them in your car window. Watch, make sure you can look out your left and right and back so you don't get pulled over. But put them, I don't think we have any here. We may have some at the headquarters that are not, but we're going to get about 500 more. Let's plaster our windows with them so everybody knows who we're supporting. Okay? Thank you. And there's more pizza left too, so before you guys leave, grab the pizza.
See you, George. Nice to see you. How are you?